All right, here we are, Ivy Drive. Gonna be honest with you, a little overpriced, but we need to take a look at it. So we are on a hill, not terribly steep, but it's still a hill. And it's right across the street from this lot. And the lot is huge. It's privately owned. And a little bit of rumor and innuendo for you, but the guy that owns it has been contemplating for quite a while now building rentals, like a rental, like apartments, a complex, which obviously not great for the return on your investment, but it might also never happen. So something to consider. He's had it for like years. He hasn't done anything with it. Another thing I want to point out about this retaining wall, it's a really difficult job because it's supposed to kind of curve out in the middle, but you can just tell it's been here for a while. We got some extra separation happening, which you don't want to see, right? Just some larger gaps. Not the end of the world. Definitely going to be fine. It's going to stand for a long, long time, but I do have to point it out. This house has a few different entrances. You have the main level entrance right here, which is nice, and then it does have the upstairs entrance. The kitchen, or not the kitchen, geez. You can eat in here if you want, but this is the garage. You do have two garage door openers. Very clean, very open, some extra storage. I love the garage. The garage is perfect. Just enough for what you need. So this is through the main entrance. Technically, the basement. So you do have this other entrance here on the main. It's nothing more than just a little room. So that gets you in. But this is a closet, and just extra basement finished space, some extra storage underneath here, and then these are built-in shelves. So if you wanted to throw a TV up there, I mean, you're already off to the races. This is another bedroom, and I cannot find a light. Looks like we have the heater, and that's really about it. Nothing too special. This would be the basement bath. Not too bad. Looks really nice. Could have did a little bit more cleaning up when it comes to the water, the piping and everything, but it's a shower. It's a basement shower. It is what it is. Here's your hot water heater. Looks to be fairly new. Then this is a pretty good bonus. So you have an extra sink and some extra cabinetry down here in the laundry area. With this well being on like the main level, I don't know, I thought it was kind of nice to have. So if you had somebody that wanted to spend a lot of time down here, it'd be pretty easy to store really anything. This leads right out to the back. I know we're kind of going in different directions here, but I think it's important to show you the main level. AC is all right. It needs to be cleaned, but nothing bad. It's definitely newer. And then I want to show you this because the yard is perched up here, which is really nice. You do have your neighbor that sits above you, but you're above everybody else here. So you can say things like, I'm the king of the castle, king of the hill, whatever, and you can feel superior. The only thing is you don't want to ever fall, and you got a bunch of retaining walls here too. Like just a ton. Ugh. Again, not the end of the world, and they really don't need to be taken care of too much, but over time you might have to, and it's not bueno. So just wanted to show that off to you. It could be really cool. I mean, if you wanted to kind of rake a little bit and give yourself a nice little spot back here, patio, it could definitely be neat. Kind of continues this way. Again, more retaining walls. These ones seem to be in much better condition. And they go all the way up here. They're tiered. So, just another thing to consider. And we'll head back inside, take a look at the upper level. I don't know what Mike is thinking. 340 is a little stiff, a little high. Kind of surprised, but you know, asking price is just that. It's an asking price. If it's something that we really like, we can always start low, see how much they want to sell it. All right. So, main level. I'm gonna take you all the way to the entrance. So one thing that I noticed and that you'll notice is you got two fans here, which is a little different. It does make me think like the AC either isn't powered on for energy saving or it's just not working very well. But to your right, big room, nice sized living room, great condition on the flooring. I love this window. Great view of Broadway and whatever's gonna go here. Just big fan of this. I'd like to see it dug a little deeper, so it's just a larger window, but that could be a project. This would be a dining area, hence the low light. And then the kitchen is pretty cool. Size-wise, not the greatest, but it's nice. Very, very nice. Cabinetry is really good. The lighting fixtures were really tasteful, I thought. All your appliances are brand spanking new. We still got the blue plastic wrap on it, the plastic on the fridge. So I mean, there's some value there for sure. I do believe the counters are granite, judging by the feel of them. And you have this extra space here. And then this is interesting too, this little patio area, if you will. Nice flooring again, extremely sturdy. Just a 3-season like porch, I guess. All the windows seem to be new too. They're all vinyl windows. I mean, this could be a really, really cool spot. There's no ventilation here at all, so it's not controlled. You can't just leave this open. There's no heat coming to it, no AC. So that's probably something you'd want to figure out. Maybe do a window unit or just, you know, use it for the 3 seasons it's intended for. But I digress. This is the bathroom that's been completely remodeled. Very well done. Big fan of it. I think what their plan is here is you put some kind of medicine cabinet to kind of fill this space, but whatever you want to do. Really, really nice. That bathtub's definitely newer. Vanity's brand new. So then we do have the bedroom. This is the primary bed. Nice sized closet, more windows. And then this is the primary half bath. So no shower, just a nice sink, vanity, toilet, and whatnot. This looks like, in this corner, it definitely sags just a little bit. I think you can kind of tell from the video, maybe not, but it's just a little saggy. Not a big deal, but you might need some subflooring replaced. Which sucks if you have new flooring, but last thing you need is a saggy toilet. So this is another bedroom. Great flooring again, more modern lighting. Nothing really to talk about here. Baseboard for heat. And then down the hallway, we have another bedroom, which is just a teeny bit smaller than the last one I just showed you. But it's a bedroom. So definitely overpriced. Not the ideal locale that I'd want to gamble on, knowing what I know. But if they came down a bit, there's definitely some potential here. So just something to consider. We can talk a little bit more about it. I think that's a wrap.